Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to the ride shop. Or not. Today's a road trip day, so stick around. Okay, here we are, brand new digs here of now Foundation Outdoors, which is Mudhole right there. American Tackle just moved down, and we're gonna go in and see what they got for you guys to build with, so stick around. And here comes Jake.
Welcome to Mudhole.
All right, Jake, take us on the tour, buddy.
Okay, so right now we're in the showroom, as you can see. This is where we have a lot of the MHX, American Tackles, CRB, all the blanks we carry. We have a lot of them right here in the showroom, as well as a Pro Route thread wall with all the thread colors. So you can come in here and match them up to the blank you want.
Yep.
You know. And
we just did a wander through. And
okay. So
while we're waiting on, we've been drooling already. So.
Okay. So you already saw all of the fly grips, the guides, the cork, the EVA, wood grips, everything. Back here is our customer service center. It's lunchtime right now. I think a lot of them are out lunch, but usually this place is busy. And this is where anytime you guys call, send an email, send a social media request, anything about custom rod building, this is who's answering you guys. They're on the phones, on the computers all day, helping y'all out with any request you need.
All right, so take us in the back.
Okay, so
let's get into the dirt.
The deep end of it, where your orders are picked.
Yeah, who we're gonna blame when the order gets picked wrong? That's who we're gonna go.
No one.
Mine are always right. So.
Also see our print room on the way back here, where a lot of the custom decals are made that you guys get for your rods, whether it's a name or a Bible verse, whatever. A lot of that gets done in here. We also do a lot of custom t-shirts and koozies and all different types of things for custom builders for your business. A lot of brand building stuff that all gets printed and designed and shipped out of here.
Cool. Is that a check you're printing over there? You put my name on it. There we go.
Let's go to tank, boys.
That's awesome, Trip. Thank you.
Welcome.
That's actually a check I asked them to print today. We did a video with the University of Florida Bass Fishing Club last year, or earlier this year. We raised like a pretty good amount of money for their team through a rod builder did. It's on social media, you can see it there. So we just got a huge shipment of MHX and CRB blanks in, and right now a lot of the warehouse guys are unpacking that and then putting it in the right places in the warehouse, but we have an assembly unit here where a lot of the stuff is assembled, the kits, the different things, labels are put on.
So this is where if we ordered a kit, then these guys are putting it in a box for us, so everything gets there and we're ready to put it together.
Exactly. Some kits are pre-assembled, and then some kits are made right here where we go pick the parts from the warehouse and then put them all in a kit and send them right to you.
Okay, cool. Yeah. That's how I started building a long time ago.
Really?
And then, yeah, that's how Nathan started. When this rod building channel started, it was a video of Nathan building a kit. So,
cool. That's awesome.
So what you got here?
So here is the shipping and receiving. I think we have probably 5 or 6 full-time packers and shippers who they really just put everything together and ship the orders out for you. And then we have a bunch of pickers and packers as well. Back here where all the blanks are and all the components. This is just one of the walls of blanks. Each one of those little cubbies has anywhere from 10 to probably 30 or 40 blanks in it. And that's just what we have right on hand day to day. There's a lot more back there, as you can see.
I see that, yeah.
More.
This place is huge.
You can go through here. See the big conveyor belt right here?
Yeah.
I'll show you this. This is kind of cool.
Yeah.
Come through.
Yep.
All right, so when this is up, everything stops. When we put this down, it moves and all the orders.
So the buckets are the orders being picked? And
Exactly. So if this was,
oh, it's got a brick in it. I wondered how it stood.
it's got
on
a brick
straight
in it.
and
This
a pipe.
is
That's
secret
cool.
information. Don't tell anybody.
Top secret stuff here, fellas. This is how they do it.
This would go along all the way from over there, down that way, right down there, for the packers to pack up and the shippers to ship out.
That's cool.
We got some HD rod racks here, a bunch of cork and EVA. Those things are awesome for all the saltwater guys who have big, giant saltwater rods and bent butt rods. They're incredible. We have tons of thread right here. There's like, I'm not joking, there's probably 3 or 4 different whole entire aisles just of thread. It's
I believe
ridiculous.
that, yeah.
All the different sizes, size A, B, and D, and the small spools, big spools, metallic, color fast, nylon. It's insane. It's awesome. It's cool to work back here because you can just walk back here and see all this stuff.
Yeah, you can start mixing and matching and assembling your own stuff back here.
Exactly. That stuff's pretty wild.
What is that?
That is the, let's see, Versa blend, where you wrap it and it,
Oh, you get different
I don't know
colors.
how to explain it, but it's really cool stuff.
I've seen.
It's very unique.
I did some with the tiger stripe.
Okay.
That was the same way. It was already built into the thread, so yeah, it was pretty cool.
Yeah, no 2 wraps are the same on that. See, got a lot of orders in the process of being picked today. I think, I don't know the number, but a lot of orders go
Well, I see a lot of
out
buckets.
these doors every day. But yeah, this is just aisles and aisles full of more thread,
Real seats.
real seeds,
Salt, big saltwater real seats.
guides, everything you can imagine.
Yeah, cork.
These are some handle kits. We have everything.
Yeah. All right, guys, you've seen me use these on every build I've done. And
Those are awesome.
there's a reason for it. Yes, there is.
I just learned something. A pro tip with these. Do you use these for the first guide? If you're doing like a first guide double foot guide? Will you use
Yeah,
those?
usually not because I can't get them stretched large enough.
I couldn't either until I learned this. You can stretch them down to a certain point, then let them sit for like a minute, and they'll adjust to that point, and then you can go even further.
Really?
Yeah, so I didn't know that. I was with my friends and we were building together, and he showed me that. He's using them even for like flipping sticks. He's using this for the first guide on a super thick rod.
Wow, I've been using the 1/8 tape or cutting the tubing because I got the bigger diameter tubing so I could hold those on. But yeah, that's a neat tip.
He'll just slide 2 down and then slide the rest down, and by the time he slides the rest down, these first 2 will be ready to slide all the way down.
Okay, yep, there we go, guys.
Yeah.
All right, so here's one of the tools that you'll see in the next video on 5 tools you need in your rod shop for under 10 bucks. I think that was about $5, and they've seen me use this before.
Those are awesome.
Yeah, especially when you've got a handle that you're epoxy coating over the CFX grips, and you really don't have any room to get it on your wrapper. So, because I've had plenty smeared up.
Those are awesome.
Nice. Yeah, they've seen me use a bunch of CFX stuff, so
It's a great product.
I love it. It's so light and so sensitive over that polyurethane foam. It's just awesome.
See a few of our employees here. I think we have probably 40 to 60 full and part-time employees in the warehouse, and then probably the same amount in other portions of the business. And then we have over 100 employees right now.
That's a lot of people trying to
This
fill
is a
your
cool
needs.
aisle.
This is my favorite aisle. Oh yeah, I ordered some of this stuff. But I didn't know you had all these colors.
We have tons. Even if you guys get the catalog, like so much of the stuff that's used in the catalog.
Well, that's the thing is that, even up from the catalog or what I was telling Don earlier, just wandering through the website, you still don't see it all. It's crazy.
There's so much to see.
There's a lot
so many
there.
components.
You can get lost, and that's probably the most common comment I get from a new rod builder is they're just completely overwhelmed.
Really?
Because there's too many choices.
There is.
If you can't make a decision, you're in trouble because there's 10,000 choices times 10,000 more once you start changing something else. So yeah.
It's a lot, and that's one of our goals, is to make it as simple and easy as possible. We just released a new product that kind of brought it back. They used to be called the turnkey kits, but they're now called the all-in-one kits, which includes like a core startup kit or an advanced startup kit, all the tools and supplies you need, and the whole like blank kit with the blank and the grips and
your
everything.
first blank, and so instead of ordering them separately.
So you have everything all in one shot, and discounted price, I believe too. It's pretty sweet for a new builder.
One thing I've started doing on the channel, and the guys love it, is I'm kind of like doing advanced rod recipes.
Nice.
So once they get done with kits, and then as I'm building customer rods, or even a lot of rods for myself, you know, I go through step by step, you know, and all the way through static load testing and guide placement. Even though the chart says this, it's not always exact. So yeah, it's been very popular. The guys seem to like it. But so now we're in the tool section.
Yeah, there's tools, and these are ice blanks. These are all the shorter blanks.
The little guys.
We got tons of MHX, CRB, V-line. We sell a lot of V-line now too. I know we picked them up a few years ago, started selling those. So there's also some fly blanks, some Livingston fiberglass fly blanks, but all that stuff is here. And I'll show you one more cool section of the business upstairs. We can take you to one spot up there.
Okay. So where's all of your American tackle stuff? Because I use a lot of that.
American tackle is all mixed in here, so everything.
Okay,
mixed in. Here's some Bushido blanks right here.
Okay.
Here we have a DS 6.9 4-10, so a drop shot rod, 4 to 10 pound drop shot rod thing.
So it's already been. For you guys that don't know, we are at Foundation. Am I blocking you up? No, he's right there. So we're Foundation Outdoors, which now the Mudhole, American Tackle, FishHawk, CRB, and the CRB Pro stuff is all under one umbrella. And basically under one roof.
Yeah, it's big for the industry because now we can offer so many more components. We brought in a lot of the AT stuff. Now we can stock it at Mudhole, whether you're a Mudhole customer or a wholesale customer or higher level than that. It's just good for all levels, and we have more resources too. We brought more customer service guys, more wholesale, more knowledge.
Yeah.
The knowledge is the biggest part. Now we brought all of that knowledge from over here, all of our knowledge mixed into one, and it's awesome for the customer.
Yeah, I was talking earlier to Don Morris. He was the big find. That was the big steal. So
yeah.
Oh no, you got to be on camera.
This is Evan.
Evan. So Evan's picking your next order.
Picking your order.
There you go. So if it's wrong, it's Evan's fault.
Yeah, but soon Evan will be taking your orders over the phone.
Oh, getting a promotion.
Yep.
There we go. Going into the big house.
Oh yeah.
You're gonna have to wear pants though.
You have 2 channels?
I have 3 actually. So I have AE Fishing, which is Bass Fishing Central Florida. I'm a captain.
Okay.
And so I take people out on the Kissimmee chain, and we shoot videos and show them exactly how we did it. And then I have it's called Swamp Cat Boat Works. It was a ridiculous idea I had a year ago. I started building boats in my garage, micro bass boats.
Cool.
That you can build with most of the materials you can get. I watched this yesterday in my rod shop.
What is it?
What is it? Oh my God, it's Star Wars.
Oh.
He asked me what this movie is, so somebody please kick him.
I just couldn't tell. It was one tiny frame. I don't know Star Wars. Come on. Anyway, this is the break room. This is where a lot of us sit and eat lunch or bring our lunch from home. We go get some lunch from somewhere. We eat it right here. And we have a quiet room too, because a lot of our employees are college students, high school students that work part-time. They either go to a local high school or they go to UCF, and they have to study. So they can come in here. It's a little bit more dim, it's quiet, and they can get a lot of work done here.
Yeah. It's episode 2, by the way.
Episode 2?
Yeah, there's 9, plus a bunch of other movies, so. I mean, I like the homey feel of the old shop.
Yeah.
And like all of the handles, I don't know if you ever saw it, but the handles, they were cut, and there was like 500 different kinds in a glass case like these. Just give you a lot of ideas of what to do.
Trying to bring some more that type of stuff.
Yeah, I mean, that's cool, because then you take that and you go, oh, I like that, but I don't like this, and then you start mixing and matching, and you get all kinds of cool ideas.
So we can't really show this part on camera yet.
Okay.
Back behind this way, we're going to take it this way to the marketing room. Now we're coming upstairs. See everything from bird's eye view. It's pretty cool from up here. We got the hull of the boat. We got Bob up there. And
Bob's got in the door.
Come this way, we have every single catalog cover going back to the last, I don't know how many years. Wow. It's really cool, the whole entire wall.
You got a lot of these.
Yes. I'm sure a lot of you will be familiar with some of these covers.
I probably had all of them back to like 2012. So.
Really? This is our marketing room. This is where marketers, graphics guys, video, social media, all of us are in here on our computers and phones doing stuff every day to try to make rod building easier and more understandable for everyone and show the products.
Yes, sir. Come on in.
You want to
some sunshine.
You gotta introduce yourself. So this is Marissa. We're breaking in her office just for this view, which is pretty cool.
Awesome.
I'm just saying. Look at all the money you guys can spend. There's plenty of stuff to buy down there.
All day long.
It is all day long. Thank you, Marissa.
You're welcome.
And those things are not inexpensive.
Bob, excuse me.
Yes, sir.
Got someone I want you to meet. This is
Hi,
Lee.
I'm Lee Harrelson,
How
FDX
you
Custom
doing?
Rods. Nice to meet you.
I'm sorry the rest of it, I heard your name, but,
So FDX Custom Rods.
oh, okay.
I'm a rod
Bob
builder.
McCamey. Good to see you, sir.
Nice to meet you, Bob.
Where you from?
Basically nowhere. Dundee, Florida, which is I'm on the shores of Lake Hatchinall on the other side,
Yeah, yeah.
in the middle of nowhere.
That is
Exactly
quite-
as planned.
That, well, I was gonna say,
'Cause
that ain't a bad thing.
Because I push the button and then I go fishing,
Yeah.
like I did this morning for 2 hours before it got hot, playing in the running water, and then I push the button and I go in the air
They ought
conditioning.
to be biting with all that water running right now.
They weren't biting as good as I would have hoped, but I did get a few to play. So
They'll
I just
get adjusted and get with it.
yeah, take a day or two for them to figure out what's going
You're a
on.
rod builder?
I'm a rod builder, a boat builder, and a guide on the
Okay.
Kissimmee chain. And then I actually make money in construction because none of those other three things make enough money to support my habit. So I spend more money in
You know
rod
how to
building.
make $1 million in the fishing tackle business?
Yeah, you start with $2 million.
Forward. You
No.
never heard that?
I've heard it from you plenty of times.
No, this is
There's been a few people made some money in the fishing tackle business, but very few.
yeah, it's the whole
It
fishing.
becomes more of a passion than anything.
That's what it is. I mean,
Yeah.
I guide for fun. I do get paid, but it's not enough money to justify it. But I got a construction company that will pay the bills.
There you go. That's a good
And
thing.
so then I build rods, but unfortunately I don't build enough for other people to cover the cost of all the rods I build for myself.
Well, if you're
And
getting close, shit, you got to have a little loss.
break even is the plan is to break even eventually.
Now, that's a good thing. If you're
Well,
breaking even, you're doing all right.
I just want to pay for my habit. I mean, I get it. I got a problem.
That's the thing I try to convince people of. The wholesale side of the custom rod building business over the years has slid quite a bit because we had that influx of rods coming in from overseas.
Right.
When you can buy a combo of a rod and reel for $1.25, $1.50, that makes it tough on custom rod building.
Well, it makes it tough. Like I don't build for those people, and that's fine. I mean, that's how I started with fishing.
And that's a good approach to it.
I can't compete with
Because
it.
most people, I hear it so many times, oh, I can't compete with Walmart, I can't compete with Bass Pro, and I tell them,
You're not
first off,
supposed
if you have that mentality, you need to quit building rods, because that ain't gonna work.
No, I mean I can build inexpensive performance rods, but I can't build them for that.
Right.
And that's just, and I build them for myself that way. I don't do a lot of bling because I break too many of them because I fish 5 days a week in tangling in the grass and stepping on them and all that kind of fun stuff. So,
There's
But,
a whole
yeah.
lot of rods people don't realize, like you say, they get stepped on, then they cast or catch the next fish, it's 1
Snap.
pound. Oh, it was just a 1 pound bass that broke it.
No.
When they've already kind of put quite a bit of damage to the rod by
I got,
hey, we're gonna do it. We put 20 rods on each side of the boat on the deck. Something's gonna get stepped on.
well, the last one I broke like that, I got 4 casts out of it. I kept waiting for it to snap. It was a medium light, extra fast, and I stepped on it with my big fat
the boys
foot.
that don't know how to boat flip, they want to boat flip with the tip up. That don't work.
No, I don't boat flip at all anymore because I like my rods. And that's the one of the problems I run into is with the
Well,
younger
we
clients.
don't suggest it, but if a guy's gonna do it, he needs to swing low. He don't need to swing up.
Well, that's the thing is that they're so used, like the young guys I'm building for, tournament guys, they are so used to boat flipping with the Bass Pro rods, which you can do.
They got a lot of low modulus material and a lot more resin in them.
It's not very sensitive and they're heavy as a
will
brick.
take the abuse.
And
Whereas our high-end rod blanks won't take that abuse.
So I'm very
I hear
careful.
that all the time. Oh, well, I fished a so-and-so rod for years, an ugly stick, and it never did break. Well, hell, I showed Mo one earlier.
Yeah, you need
There's a
to-
guy that posted, he's got a 10-foot ugly stick, kind of like a surf
I
rod.
saw this, yeah. He was going blanket wells.
Well,
30 ounces.
Well, and then he was wanting a rod blank, and then he finally fessed up and said, well, I just don't know, if any of this stuff you guys have got is gonna take it, because I cast 30 pounds or 30 ounces of weight in bait, and it's like, no, we don't want you. Because we know.
Yep.
He might not
Back
break
that recommendation.
He might not break that frog 10 back there. The frog gigging blank.
Frog gigging blank.
Yeah.
Oh, the gigging blank. There you go.
Yeah, those are awesome.
Or the boat hook blank. You know, that one that's about that big around. So
It takes like a,
Lee,
yeah.
Mo.
Mo. Oh, Captain Mo. Nice
it
to see
takes
you.
like a 30 tip,
I
I
haven't
think.
got the opportunity to shake your hand yet in person.
Yeah, well, I kind of sneak around in the shadows. So
Welcome in.
yeah, no.
What all you fish?
I'm sorry.
What all, do you fish tournaments as well?
I used to before I got old and my back started complaining. I do charity tournaments now just for
Yeah, there you
fun,
go.
but the 8 hours of casting and
it
so,
can be brutal,
I
especially-
can't do that. But that's
Yeah.
why, retiring out on the Kissimmee chain was my goal, because I can go for 3 hours like I did this morning, and I have about 3 hours and 10 minutes invested in a 3-hour fishing trip.
And you're on Hatch, right? You're on
I'm on Hatch, yeah.
That's right.
I brought him down here because he's filming a YouTube video and we're doing a tour of Mudhole. I wanted him to meet you, and then we're doing an outro. Nobody's better to encapsulate what Mudhole is than you. You've been here for so long, and I wanted you to do the outro.
So, give us your best
Well,
40-second
I
sales
have been
pitch.
in the rod building business now for 49 years. I started when I was 15 years old. And I will assure you, there has been no other business that has done more to introduce new and also young rod builders into this craft in the 49 years that I've been in the business. And that includes myself
Right.
of being in business for years before I came and merged in with Mudhole. So not only has Mudhole introduced young rod builders, new rod builders, but introduced a lot of equipment and supplies at a very, very good price compared to what we had back 20 years ago.
I built my very first rod on a Mudhole blank 20 years ago.
Me too.
Mudhole has made just the process of getting into custom rod building.
The kit was great,
Exactly.
because the overwhelming thing for a lot of young rod builders is making sure stuff will fit.
Back just not that many years ago, if you bought a rod wrapping unit, a hand wrapper and a dryer, you were $200.
Yeah.
Now for $1.50 or like $125, $1.50, you can get into it, and you get the rod dryer, you get the hand wrapping unit, all the other supplies and epoxies and threads and things that go with it. So
Yeah, it's
it's
great.
this business has been a game changer for sure in the custom rod building world.
Well, I
And
think
I am so glad that I've been a part of it.
I think what you've done is really opened up, the innovation and the creativity of the custom rod builders has changed the industry itself too. They've had to.
Very much so. And the other thing that we're awful proud of is our educational programs that we have classes here at Mudhole, travel all over the United States on the weekends putting on classes to introduce people to rod building. And then we also have a program that whereas high school classes, as part of their curriculum, they do rod building
Yeah.
and the shop classes and things of that nature, 4-H, FFA, and Mudhole's been very, very driven in that aspect to be associated with those programs for those groups.
Well, you do good work, Bob. Thank you for your time.
Thank you, sir. We appreciate you coming in.
Jake, appreciate you showing us around. Captain Mo, you didn't get on camera much, but
No. I came to say, I heard you.
well,
I'm like,
yeah,
I know
it's
that guy.
unmistakable
I
if
know that
you've listened to any
I
of
think
my
I
rod.
blew the 40 seconds all day.
That's all right. Yeah.
I
way
can't-
over.
These guys,
I can't
they
do any-
like my longer format videos anyway. Ain't that right, guys? Y'all want 40-minute videos or longer because they
Well,
watch every
I
minute.
did a
of it.
podcast here a while back with a guy, Bill Falconer, which now owns Angler's Resource, our Fuji distributor here in the U.S. And I said, how much time we're going to have? He said, ever what you need. I said, I ain't going with that ever what we need. I said, because you know me, I can talk all day long. And I think we ended up with 53 minutes. And I figured they would edit and cut it back even more, but they kept it all 53.
Hey,
Worked out pretty good.
if they're addicted, they're going to listen to every minute of it. So, but thanks, guys. I'm out of here. Appreciate
Good
it.
to see you, sir. And
Yes,
come
sir.
back see us anytime.
I will. All right, guys, that was our tour of Foundation Outdoors, mostly Mudhole tackle at the moment. They don't have everything set up as far as American Tackle, but we're coming back over to see their displays and had a nice long chat after I shut the cameras off. Got some ideas. So anyway, guys, I hope y'all enjoyed this. I had a good time in the building. Now I got an hour and a half drive back to the shores of Lake Hatchinall, where I'll see y'all in the rod shop next time. And thanks for watching, guys. I will see you there next time.